Hi, everybody. This is AJ speaking. Today is January 9th, 2025. And this is a continuation of my recent video on Tesla 1Q 2025 um, deliveries, and in particular around the impact of the new Model Y. There's a ton of leaks. Apparently, MY launch is imminent. And last time we discussed sort of the delivery impact, which is meaningful in 1Q, especially given that 1Q always suffer from weak seasonality, winter, Lunar New Year, etc. And my high level estimate for 1Q is Tesla can maybe deliver 383,000 vehicles, the number here in yellow. However, then I thought 4Q is highly discounted. There is a ton of leasing sale, subsidized financing sales, inventory discounts, um, referral programs, and a bunch of other things, which all have driven down the average selling price of the 3 and Y product lines. So what I've done is I split up. So this is my estimate of the average selling price ASP of this product line, and then I split it out further into the Model 3 product and the Model Y product. Model Y's ASP is a bit higher than the Model 3's, obviously, and then the average production cost AVP, which you can see here. By the way, this is calibrated to Tesla's disclosure and then roll forward, so I can calibrate until 3Q. So 4Q is my estimate for now, which I will update on January 29th when Tesla reports new numbers for 4Q. And then you have down here the implied gross profit. So gross profit is simply the revenue per vehicle less the cost per vehicle is the gross profit. So this is before you pay for R&D, SG&A, which are together called operating expenses. So this is really the number that matters for trying to assess the impact of the new Model Y launch, because it's not only that we have fewer deliveries, but there is an increase in ASP. Because obviously, when the new Model Y launches, Tesla will not give inventory discounts. Tesla probably also will prioritize outright sales over leasing sales or financing deals, and they might even limit such offers upon launch of the Model 3, sorry, of the new Model Y. So it's highly likely that we see a meaningful increase in average selling price. It's also entirely feasible or conceivable, I should say, that Tesla launches the new Model Y at a slightly higher selling price. So the current prices, they just add a few dollars plus remove the incentives. So here in this modeling, I assume that the average selling price, not for the entire 3 and Y line, just for the new Model Y, increases by about $4,000. But then obviously, you launch the new production, you have inefficiencies, etc. And I assume average production cost for the Model Y in the first quarter increases by $2,000. So obviously these are high level assumptions, and then we have basically an increase in the Model Y in the gross profit from around $8,000 to $10,000. And then when we look at, okay, what does this mean financially? As I explained last time, there's probably some level of old Model Y inventory sell-offs. These are these 22,500 vehicles. I apply the gross profit achieved in 4Q, which includes all the discounts I mentioned, gets me to 179 million in Model Y revenue. But then obviously the new Model Y revenue is that number here, 188,000. I estimate Tesla could potentially make in 1Q, and also importantly deliver to the customer. This is the deduction here. These are the undelivered products, and that would get me another 1.879 billion, and together this gets me to 2.059 billion, which is only 17% below the gross profit of the fourth quarter. So in the fourth quarter, I estimate the Model Y product line generated almost 2.5 billion. And based on these assumptions, I would estimate this would go down to just under 2.1 billion. So the delta is 426 million. So 426 million is quite interesting because there are a lot of other items in 1Q that we don't know yet. For example, energy could potentially partially make up for it, not for the entire 426 million, but the bottom line of this analysis is really that the impact on Tesla's profitability is likely much less than what the loss in vehicle units sequentially, so from one quarter to the next, would suggest. Because in the fourth quarter, we had 495,000 vehicle sales. I estimate, because of the 1Q seasonality, etc., I'm already mentioned, goes down to 82,000. But in terms of revenue loss, the revenue loss is actually, as this number shows, 70%, quite low. And we have to see whether the analyst community catches up on this in terms of the EPS estimates. But 1Q could, because of that, be quite interesting. So with that, thanks for listening. See you in the next one. Bye bye.